Thank you so much. Sorry, we cut you.
Arts and Humanities Faculty Representative. Faculty reps work behind the scenes, sitting on university-level committees such as faculty boards and Senate. They champion student feedback and create large-scale positive changes. In the past, Arts and Humanities faculty reps have helped to create resources signposting support available for essay writing and exams, and have worked to set up workshops with the Writing and Skills Centre to support EU and international students.
Hello there, I'm Dom Smith and I'm joined today by Catherine, or is it Kath?
Kath's fine.
Okay. Catherine Brislane, who is the uncontested candidate for Arts and Humanities faculty rep. So welcome along, how are you feeling?
Hi, I'm doing all right, how are you?
Yeah, very good, thanks. So we'll get this started with my first question, which is, first of all, you sat in this role last year, of course, for this last year. So you come in as quite an experienced candidate. Why did you apply for this role last year? And are your reasons for reapplying to extend your term as Arts and Humanities faculty rep this year different?
So I have a feeling that last year it was kind of something I did for the sake of it. I didn't know if I wanted to particularly be a department rep. Faculty rep sounded a lot like fun because I was a first year. I was a little bit clueless and I just kind of threw myself into it, and it turned out really well. And I feel like I've learned and I've grown a lot, like as a person, and I feel I really want to continue that into my third year, especially because now it will be in person. I can actually get an experience what the role should actually be like. So that's mainly the reason I applied, just to continue what I'm doing and for it to be, really exciting.
Great. And the person who takes up this role needs to be organised, committed, and other such boring but important things. But they also need to be passionate. How does your passion for the arts and humanities translate into the everyday for you?
I mean, I've always enjoyed listening to people and trying to fix their problems. So being a faculty rep is kind of me being able to bring that higher and bring up importance. So I did work with like music and sound recording where I was like, there's a problem here. Let's fix that. Let's take this as high as we can. And I really enjoy being able to apply my problems, especially in the arts, obviously, because that's my area.
Yeah.
And escalating it to where it needs to be and actually making students' voices heard.
Right. And your manifesto for this year includes a pledge to, quote, make career prospects more diverse, end quote. First of all, what does that phrase mean in your view? And how are you going to ensure that that is what does happen?
So with careers at the moment, it always runs the risk of being very hyper, in your degree, very insular. You might not know when and where to branch out, or your entire career prospects. Careers has actually done quite a lot already, and part of my manifesto is going to be advertising what they're already doing, but also bringing attention like charity work. I've seen some events placements that looked really interesting. And it's kind of, yes, you want to be this amazing art student, but it's also okay to be unconventional in your career choices. And I think stuff like charity work, that sector, that will be very important in developing it. And I've already started that informally with careers. So I'm very excited to just keep developing it and see what we can end up with.
Great, yeah. And what do you see, because of course under Arts and Humanities there are more practical performance-based courses as well. Yeah. What do you see your involvement in the return of practical courses to in-person teaching as being, how are you going to make that transition post-COVID easier?
I think I can't say I'm going to do this all myself. It's going to be a lot of consultation with the department reps, in faculty meetings with staff. We are already planning things in my current term for this summer, which is very exciting. And I remember as soon as the government announced, and it was announced that in-person teaching was cancelled for this term for practical students, the first thing I did was sit the reps down and I was like, hey, what can we do? What will make it easier? So while I can't provide a concrete answer per se on what we'll do, because it's still so cloudy and it's changing week to week, the best thing to do is just consult with the people who know best. And I found that's a way that always works. So
that is a good mantra. Well, we've only got 30 seconds left because these are such short interviews, but perhaps you could finish by you outlining and explaining one thing that you achieved that you set out to last year, and maybe one thing that you set out to that you didn't quite achieve in the role and that you'd like to this year.
So I really want to work on getting the supervision projects for combined degree students. I'm hoping to start a lot of that in summer term, but it hasn't started yet. But I managed to make...
Okay, I'm going to have to cut you off there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Black, Asian, Minority, Ethnic. BAME